but there's some stuff that I want to talk about quick. They're fucking with my blog. It's taken me days to get it dealt with. How they're doing it, I don't know. But thank God I have a business that is actually able to figure it out and deal with it. The 5 blog posts that they're trying to shut down are now back up in the description. You can read all 5 blog posts. A lot of it is conversations that I've had with Gabe Hoffman. Someone left a big long ass thing, and I'm about ready to actually block the person, because I'm not going to go through this whole vegan Mikey. Oh, I know what fucking Issac was calling out. Hey, Susan. I know what Issac was calling out, and I know that he called out Gabe Hoffman. And I've had to fucking deal with Gabe Hoffman before I ever even knew Issac Kappy. I dealt with that. That motherfucker has been telling people I've been a fucking pedophile for 7 fucking plus years. And so, he's not a goddamn victim. You know? He's not a fucking victim. And I'm tired of listening to it. Go read the shit, because there's a reason why those 5 blog posts, go read them, and you'll understand why they've been so eager to keep those blog posts down. But the blog is now fixed. For the time being, you can get to them. Yesterday, after I got done with my blog, because I said that I had no money and I was starving, one of these motherfuckers went and ordered online $123 worth of shit from Pizza Hut and had it sent to my house. Didn't pay for it, just ordered the shit and sent it to my house. So when the delivery dude showed up, he was upset because I told him, dude, I didn't order this food, and I have $1 to my name. Now I don't even have that. I checked and I have 40 cents to my name. And so, but they sent $123 of fucking food to my house. So they're hurting businesses in town. But that's what fucking Gabe, if you go read the shit, he's going to inundate Milk and Honey, a restaurant I haven't eaten in a year and a half. But he was saying, oh, it is my First Amendment right. I'm going to just inundate them with shit and call you a pedophile and get it all over town. So they're just going to fucking harass businesses in town now to get to me. But he's a fucking victim. You know, Pizza Hut had to eat $123 because I didn't have any money for it, and I didn't order the shit. What I told them, and then I went around all around town and talked to businesses. Let them do it, and then press fucking charges. You know? Let them do it and press charges. I don't have food delivered in my house. Everything in my house is a minute to maybe 3 minutes away from my house. Why would I pay to have someone deliver it to my house? You know? And so yesterday, knowing that I was starving, they sent $123, and I had to deal with the delivery driver. Then I had to go call Pizza Hut and talk to them. You know? Just told Pizza Hut to blacklist me because I will never have food delivered to my house. If I order something, I'll go pick it up. But that's the kind of shit that I go through. That's the kind of shit that I'm going through. And they knew I didn't have any money. I don't have any fucking money, you know? Shit, I don't think I'm going to have enough dog food to get through the fucking month, you know? But if I ask, then they call me a grifter. So, I don't know what to do or say anymore. Just because Gov keeps reminding me, like and subscribe. You know, share the shit. Go click on the description and read everything that's on those 5 blog posts. Everything that's on those 5 blog posts. And so, you know, that's what I would do. That's what I would do. And so, this child trafficking bullshit needs to be fucking dealt with. It needs to be dealt with. And now they're just hurting people in town. I haven't eaten it. I don't know what fucking Gabe Hoffman thinks he's going to do, inundating a restaurant that I never eat at with shit about me that are all based on lies, you know? But you can't call them out on anything. Obviously, I did not molest my nephews as an adult when they were kids. One of them is 3 years younger than I am. The other one is fucking 8 years younger. Doesn't even make any sense. But it doesn't make any difference to them. They just keep repeating the shit over and over and over. And it gets frustrating to deal with. It gets very frustrating to deal with. But they're hurting people in town to try and get at me. Gabe Hoffman just said, "Oh, I'm going to inundate Milk and Honey. I'm going to write him, and I'm going to call you a pedophile, and I'm going to use my First Amendment rights." What did they have to do with anything? Anything. You know? This is a small town. Do you think that little Pizza Hut that's in town can handle them just ordering $123 worth of food that they just have to fucking eat? Because no one paid for it. I didn't order it. You know? It's wrong. On so many levels, it's wrong. I'm not going to get a haircut. You want to pay for my fucking haircut? Go right ahead, motherfucker. You know? Sorry. It's been exasperating. Then I had to actually deal with this is going to be a short one because I'm going to do one tomorrow, Tuesday, Thursday, and Sunday. I'm going to do the Tuesday, Thursday, and Sunday. But Gov actually said, "Oh, well, you do your videos and it's over." And I actually yelled at him because I was just like, "Over? They just sent $123 with my food. I get threats all the fucking time. They break into my house constantly. They never fucking stop harassing me. Never. And why? Because they want me to shut up about this child trafficking shit. They want me to... Gio will say, "Oh, it wasn't me on his live," but he posts over and over and over while I'm doing the live. It is a small world after all, Susan. They're all in here and they're all anonymous and they all play games. They all play games. But go ahead, order food, because motherfuckers, I went through everyone in town today and they'll press charges because that's what I asked them. If someone orders a bunch of food to send to my house, take the order and then fucking call the police. Call Neil, Shelby County, Iowa Sheriff Neil Gross. And it's not like I didn't it's not like I didn't share the email about the whole situation. What they're end up doing is that they're pissing the town off, and it's going to come down on Neil because everyone will want Neil to deal with this shit. Everyone wants to deal with the shit. And they're all in here just playing fucking games. Are you gay? What fucking difference does it make? I'm not gonna fuck you. It doesn't make any difference what I am. I'm not interested in fucking you. So it really doesn't make any difference. And my hair? What are you, the fashion police? To be quite honest, if I could afford a haircut, I'd go get a haircut. Because this shit goes everywhere. Gets in my mouth when I sleep. But I can't afford getting $40 every 6 weeks to get a haircut. I don't have the money. Shit, I can't feed myself right now. Fuck, I'm afraid I can't even feed my dogs. And if I leave the house, oh my God. I like my goatee. Always have. But I did shave. This is shaved. This is shaved. This is shaved. But you're right. Me shaving and my hair is so much more important than busting out these fucking child killers. You're absolutely right. My hair, whether I'm gay or not, so much more important than fucking busting out these child traffickers. Issac called out Gabe for being Mossad. And Gabe went out and took everything down saying that he was anti-Semitic. Gabe doesn't play nice, and he needs to be investigated. He needs to be investigated, and I don't give a fuck. I didn't like Vegan Mikey years ago. I didn't trust him. I thought they were trying to set Issac Kappy up with Vegan Mikey. That's why I never had anything to do with Vegan Mikey. I thought he was a fucking plant. Still think he's a plant. Didn't think he was real. Thought he was fucking one of their little government dickheads coming in here to actually discombobulate the issues and confuse everybody. Who the fuck calls himself Vegan Mikey anyway? I didn't trust him. Didn't believe any of it. Didn't believe any of his story. Told Isaac that over and over and over. You know? But they play these damn games. It's constant, non-stop games and threats. You know? The videos that they make of my house blowing up and burning down. The threats against my dogs. Them breaking into my house and doing shit so they know that they're breaking into that they're breaking into my house, and then they send me fucking shit all the time. Oh, he was in your house. He was in your house yesterday. You know? Eventually, I will catch these motherfuckers, and when I do, I'm gonna post this shit all over the fucking internet. I ain't gonna bother to go with Neil Gross. If they're in my fucking house, I'm gonna fucking show the video. You know? Shouldn't be in my house. And I will catch it. Eventually here, I will catch it. So, I wanted to talk about the pizza thing, the blog, oh, and donations. Fuck, I'm desperate. I'm desperate. And I hate to do it. It sucks being poor, you know? It sucks being poor. But what can I do? You know? Thank you, Gov. I like my hair, you know? When it's down like this, I think it's kind of cool, you know? But it's a pain in the ass. It gets everywhere, and it clogs the drain. Anyone with long hair will tell you that it's a fucking pain in the ass. It's not warlock hair. Fucking stupid. You know? The fuck do you know about warlocks anyway, you fucking incel? People can feel my pain. We're all suffering. We're all suffering. And I don't care what anybody says. That shit yesterday for Charlie Kirk was terrifying. It was a fucking hate fest. That's all it was. Other than his widow, every single person that talked was fucking crazy with hate. And that includes Trump, who came out and said he hates his enemies. He hates anybody against him, and he's going to go after anybody who stands against him. But yeah, he's just like Jesus. You know? We live in scary fucking days right now. Scary days. And it's for all of us. Because yeah, they might be coming for the immigrants and the transsexuals, but remember that fucking poem in Auschwitz? It may not have been Auschwitz. When they came for the Marxists, I did nothing because I wasn't a Marxist. When they came for the socialists, I didn't do anything because I wasn't a socialist. When they came for the Jews, I didn't do anything because I wasn't a Jew. When they came for me, there was no one fucking left to stand for me. You know? His widow held up devil's horns. I didn't see that. I didn't care about her. A widow who actually mics herself up and films herself at her husband's fucking corpse was creepy. It was creepy. Fucking getting political points in media while you're fucking using your dead husband's corpse. Yeah, there's nothing weird about that at all. You know? Fucking freaks. The links for donation, they're not in the description yet. God, I forgot to put that in there. I'll put the thing in for Buy Me a Coffee. Thing with Buy Me a Coffee is they only pay on Wednesdays, so it doesn't really help me now. But it will eventually. PayPal and Venmo is more instantaneous. And the chat will be long tomorrow. I will be doing a live tomorrow. I will leave the comments up. It's just sometimes when I feel like I have stuff that I have to say and I don't want to get distracted, that's when I don't want to have the comments, because then I'm constantly arguing with the comments and it distracts me and I don't get it. And the last couple times I've had stuff I needed to say. This time it was just a few things. I wanted to say that nobody in town appreciated the fact that they sent me $123. They basically dicked a small business in town, Pizza Hut. Yeah, it's a franchise, but they're owned by people. And it doesn't make a lot of money. They can't afford $123 just being wasted. And that food just went to waste. And they thought it was funny. But go ahead, do it, motherfuckers. Go ahead, Gabe. Inundate Milk and Honey. But they know who's going to get ready to do it, because I gave them the link to show them your emails that I took screenshots of. You know? Don't have to agree with me. Don't have to agree with me. That's what America's all about, isn't it? Or it used to be. We can all have different opinions and still be worthwhile, each one of us. What's going to end up happening, they keep doing this shit, that people are going to go get fucking mad at Neil. That's who they're going to hold it. That's who they're going to actually hold accountable, is Neil. So you're just putting the fire under the Neil. So go ahead, attack every fucking person in town. Go ahead. People didn't appreciate the flyers, but actually costing them money now. Oh, that's a whole new plate or bowl of gumbo right there. So go ahead. Keep doing it. Keep doing it. Because nobody in town finds it funny. And they're not blaming me. They're not blaming me. But we are in America. We can have differential opinions. You know? I didn't agree with anything Charlie Kirk had to say. But I would have fought to let him say it. You know? And shooting people and hurting people and fucking people up like that is wrong. But they're using it now to try and start a fucking civil war. What they want to do is actually start a civil war and put us in fucking martial law. So there'll be no vote next year. That's where they're headed. You watch that whole thing with Charlie Kirk, you can see it. They want to put it in martial law. They want to actually take control over everyone. Stephen Miller is just as freaky as you can get. That dude is just creepy. Free speech is always worth defending. I may not agree with what you have to say, but I will fight to the death for your right to say it. Because once one person loses the right to actually be able to speak, we all do. That's how it works. You know? Oh, please. People in the library. Well, I don't go to the fucking library, so like I give a fuck about the library, you know? And how would you know? Mr. Anonymous, oh, people at the library. People at the library, well, you want to know what? I've had people who actually work at the library who have asked me to come back now that Amanda doesn't work there. Because they miss me, because people actually like me in town. But you're right, your stupid evil shit. Your stupid evil shit just fucking makes everyone... They're all on your side, right? You're fucking them. You just fucked them out of $123. You're making them all nervous. You're fucking, those flyers went up all over town and got all over to kids. They love your fucking pedophile asses. They love your child killing asses. They're all on your side, right? Of course, you don't live here. Free speech is worth defending. What happened to Charlie Kirk was wrong. Wrong. I didn't like him, didn't like anything he had to say. But the fact that he was actually able to say it and he engaged people, you know? You want to know what? The people that work at the library actually shop in town. They actually do shit in town. It's not like they just live at the fucking library. And there's only 2 grocery stores in town, stupid dumbass. It's like nobody lives in a vacuum here. We all see each other. You know? It's a town of 4,000 people, but you're right. Everybody who works at the library, nobody actually sees them. But your dumbass who doesn't even fucking live here is going to go on and on and on about how they went, you know? Oh my God. I see they're all in here. I believe in God. I totally believe in God. You know? I totally believe in God. And they fucking act like 12-year-olds and then they brag about it. You know? Then they brag about it. The full Constitution is worth upholding too. You know? The shit part about the Second Amendment is it's too late to take away the guns. It's too late. What needs to happen is that there needs to be more education, and really when it comes down to it, there needs to be mental health. The dude that shot Charlie Kirk, it wasn't that he was left or right, even though they say that he was a big fan of that Nick Fuentes guy. They have a name for those people. But the problem with it is he needed mental health counseling. He needed help and didn't get it. But at the same time that the right is saying, oh, Jimmy Kimmel needs to be, you know, and they're just in here, they act like fucking 12-year-olds. But Brian Kilmeade can go and say how people should just exterminate the homeless people. But that's okay. You know? That was okay. That was acceptable. It was funny. Oh, let's go kill a bunch of homeless people. And then what happened in Minnesota? A bunch of people did go into a homeless camp and kill a bunch of homeless people. You know? And it's funny because the people who know me, who actually talk to me, realize I do seem irritable on these lives, but that's because I have to deal with this kind of bullshit. If you saw the live yesterday, I wasn't irritated. I said what I had to say. I wasn't irritated. And this is kind of like therapy for me. I get it out so I don't have to deal with it anymore. But I wanted to bitch about the whole $123 worth of Pizza Hut pizza because they fucked over a business that's already having a hard time keeping its doors open. But they'll hurt anybody they want. They don't give a fuck. They think it's funny. Gabe Hoffman will actually threaten and try and take business away from Milk and Honey, and they're having a hard time keeping their doors open. Gabe Hoffman doesn't fucking care. He just wants to do what he wants to do. Go read his emails. His emails are in the description. Go read everything that he fucking sent me. And my replies. Go read it. He doesn't give a shit who he hurts, just as long as he gets his way. And that's the way they all are. That's the way they all are. They'll hurt anybody they want. Who is the victim, David? And says boring. Okay, that's fine. But that's because I block them and then they come back with another name. That's the whole thing, you know? Why am I angry? Well, if you'd shut your fucking mouth and listen to what I'm saying, you'd figure it out. But why do I need to spoon feed it to you? You know? Why do I need to spoon feed it to you? And if you can't figure it out, it's because you're ignorant. You know? That's not my fault. Interested people should go read the 5 posts on my blog. You know? Go read the shit. It's just screenshots of their own shit. The conversations and all of that. You know? I'm battling child traffickers who break into my house all the time. They've murdered my friend and bragged about it on YouTube. They break into my house. They make videos of my house blowing up and burning down. They've passed out flyers all over town calling me a pedophile with my address and my picture, telling people to come to my house. Oh, you didn't know, you know? Only cowards block. You want to know what? Intelligent people don't deal with fucking assholes. And you're an asshole. You know? I'm mad because I come on here and talk about this shit. I come on here and talk about this shit. When I'm not on here, I don't... Fuck, I just had a conversation with Gov. I don't think he found me mad at all. We were laughing. You know? They do this to protect their pedophile ring. Because they don't want me to... Because their shit is distracting. You know? Is distracting. And I'm not mad because them ordering $123 from Pizza Hut and sending it to my house didn't do shit to me. Didn't do shit to me. But I felt bad for the people that it did hurt. But they don't care. They don't give a fuck. Why are you mad? Oh, well, you're just hurting people in town. We were laughing, Gov, exactly. I'm not an angry person. Do I think pedophiles are bad? Yeah, I think pedophiles are bad. You know? And I'm sorry you don't. But I don't need you on here. If you don't think pedophiles are bad, you're gone. It is childish from them. But it's still, it's awful. It's awful. Just like what I talked about with Issac Kappy, he was dead on that bridge. You want to know how he was dead on that bridge? 2 facts. He didn't break a wrist or an ankle. Not a breast. I'm a total TI. I'm total TI. Victoria, if you go to my blog and type in targeted individual in the search bar or directed energy weapons, oh, you'll find out. I have all kinds of stuff. He was dead. It's called rigor mortis. You know? When he went down on that thing, he didn't break his... And when you fall just... You trip and fall. You stick out your hands. He would have broken his wrists. He wouldn't have been able to stop helping himself. Or he would have broke one of his ankles, but neither his wrists or his ankles were broken. And he got hit with a couple cars, but there was no blood. Why was there no blood? Because it was coagulated. That's the reason why. Fuck, you hit an animal on the goddamn road, there's blood everywhere, and it's there for days. But 2 hours after Issac Kappy was jumped off that bridge, if you listen to Corey Daniel, there was no blood on the road, there was no Isaac on the road, there was no police presence on the road, there was no blood. How the fuck did he get hit with 2 cars? 2 or 3 cars, and there was no blood? That's the weirdest fucking thing I've ever heard. So, with that said, like and subscribe, because I'm in here watching Gov, and he's always, because I always forget, like and subscribe, or and share. You know? Those 5 posts that I have in here, they're worth sharing. People need to read that shit. People need to read it. They'll see. They'll see. Because they're targeting me, and now not only are they targeting me, they're targeting innocent people in my town. You know? Well, I tell you what. I'll help you with that. Now you're not here anymore. I have to say, the sparkling ice waters are fucking delicious. No, I don't smoke crack. Do you breathe oxygen with your head so far up your ass? That's what I'm curious about. Can you get oxygen with your head so far up your ass? You know? Oh, a brief prayer. Gov, you're just great. You know? Thank you for calling me an inventor in the 1700s. I'm going to pray, and then I'm getting off here. I've dealt with the 3 things that I needed to deal with. You know? I like Gov. He could be a moderator. Gov is a good guy. But Gov has his hands, he has his plate full. You know? Heaven, if you serve heaven, we're all busy now. And I know that there's a few of you in here who serve heaven, and you know exactly what I'm talking about. We have our plates full, and it's not pleasant. Oh, John is in here. Little Doug Mesner. Little Dougie. You know? Little Dougie. Lucian Greaves. That's one of his fucking myriad of names. He has a ton of aliases. He's the one using his satanic temple after school daycare to target the kids. So he's in here all the time. Oh, it's not. I'm an anonymous with a nice picture and I call myself John. But I'm not the one you're talking about. You know? What a fucking dumbass. But that's okay. Because I'm not dealing with your stupid ass. And what they're doing in Palestine is so wrong. What they're doing in Palestine is wrong. What they're doing in the Ukraine is wrong. Genocide is wrong. And anybody who thinks that genocide is okay, enjoy the motherfucking dark. But with that said, I'm going to pray. Heaven, we come to you as your children. I come to you as your children. Things have been rough. Rough. And you have been testing the absolute crap out of me lately. I think you want to know that if I'm suffering, well, I still continue, and you're starting to realize that the answer has been and always will remain, yes. I will serve the words. No matter how dark and awful this hell is that I've had to go through. And you want to know what? I want to say that I really appreciate it, because I've had people who have actually left comments on these videos thanking me, because I am helping people, and they are telling me that I'm helping them. They don't feel like they're alone in this, especially with the TIs and the victims of this. And I'm grateful for that, because it's only through you that this is possible. And I'm grateful that I'm actually helping people. You know, I may not be able to help myself, but at least maybe I can give comfort to other people. Unlike this group that actually goes out and hurts anybody they want and finds it humorous. I would much rather build a person up than tear a person down. And these pedophiles need to be brought down. And that's how I feel. And I love you. I'm grateful. I'm grateful for the people in here, because I know that there are other people that are going through the same stuff I'm going through. And we're all making the same choice. We serve you. We serve the word. No matter how hellish this shit is. Because we care. I care. And I know I'm not the only one. But we're all suffering, and we're all having a hard time. But you sent your son, our brother, down, Jesus Christ, who taught us that following you can end up with us being nailed to a cross, figuratively and literally. But there's a bunch of us who are willing to make that choice, because we serve you, we serve the word, we love you, and we are grateful for your son, our brother Jesus Christ, for coming down and showing us the word and living a life for us to emulate as best as we can. And we say these things gratefully, with eternal you in our hearts. All glory goes to you. And we say these things in your son, our brother's name, Jesus Christ. Amen. And this is the stupid shit they do. These fucking dumbass pictures. They're all in here. Because the little pedophile group, I guess they just can't, you know, they're taking the time to come in here. At least when I'm in here, they're in here, and they're not hurting people in town. They think they're hurting me, but they're not, because I really don't give a shit what they have to say. And those little pictures that dude just had, I don't even know what any of those are. You know, all my life I was born into this bullshit. I have a book. Anybody who's interested, I sell it for $30, but full disclosure, you can get it way cheaper on Amazon. I just can't sell it that cheap that Amazon does. I was nominated for Book of the Year. They'll say that everybody who entered this contest we all got one of these stickers. It was a participation. Of course, it just says, oh, look, John came back with another account with another fake shit. Doug Mesner. You know? Dude, you don't have a fucking clue how many people have read my book. You know? Don't have a clue. And the fact that they're coming in here and actually talking like they know. I sell the book for $30. PayPal and Venmo is just D Shurter. So it's at, and it's just my first initial, my last name, Shurter. You know? This is all about the child trafficking that my family was involved with in Omaha in the 80s. You know? It's all about Omaha in the 80s. I have a blog, davidshurter.com. Go to the description. Those 5 posts that are in there are key right now. Key right now. And, God, you are just so cool. Thank you. But it has a little at D Shurter. I like the fact that I wrote a book. Another one right now. In the process. You know? I will remember to post the donate in the description. PayPal and Venmo is just D Shurter, and I'll put the buy me a coffee thing. At this moment, $1 would help. You know? And then sometimes, you know, sometimes it's just good to know that people give a shit. You know? And so, thank you. When I wrote the book, I actually didn't write it to publish it. I wrote it because I wanted to see my life in black and white. So in full disclosure, and I don't make a damn dime off of this, and my publisher hates it when I do this. If you go to my site, davidshurter.com, I got to get off here. I know, Gov. If you go to my site, davidshurter.com, the pages above, you'll see the extended version of Rabbit Hole called Confessions of an Antichrist. That's everything I wrote. This is the edited version of what I wrote. And obviously I can't give this away for free because I have to pay for these. Amazon won't give it to me for free. But if you want to read the book, and you don't have any money, and a lot of us don't, go to my blog. I have the extended version for free on my blog because it's never been about money for me. It's always been trying to get this information out to stop this child trafficking. It was I called it Confessions of an Antichrist because when I was born, the group that my family was involved with convinced me I was going to be the vessel for the Antichrist. That's why I called it that. We were sacrificing kids in Hontmel Park. I was being tortured in a government project off at Air Force Base. All the spiritual stuff got edited out. That's what got edited out. The spiritual stuff. The stuff that I actually talk about MK Ultra. I self-published it. But now this idiot is back with another thing. Oh, he didn't get it. But obviously, it's fucking published, dude. What do you think this is? It's a book. It has words in it. It's a book that's bound. This is published. Whether or not I self-published or whether someone else published it for me, what fucking difference does it make? It's published. Fucking dumbass. I tell you what, Derek. Let's see your book. Let's see a book that you wrote. You know? Let's see a book you wrote. Because there's not a fucking book, self-published or not. I bet you didn't write a book. I bet you can barely read a book, let alone fucking write one. God was with me. God was the one who saved me. It was God, you know? The spiritual stuff that's why I generally send people to my blog. Because that right now is the important stuff. The stuff about Franklin, that was 40, 50 years ago. Nobody gives a shit about that. But the spiritual stuff, the stuff that talks about God, the stuff that talks about us, just as individuals, as spiritual beings trying to make it so that we can ascend, that stuff is the important stuff. And I give that away for free. It's on my blog. You can go read it for free, you know? And why? Because I don't think that I should be charging for the stuff that God gave me to tell people. I don't feel like I should be making money off of that. I feel like when God does that stuff, you know? Sarah Ann, you miss me. Dude, nobody misses you. Nobody misses you. Nobody even fucking knows who you are. You're one of them, and nobody gives a shit. Your little anonymous bullshit. Coming in here, trying to actually make everybody come at me to protect your fucking pedophile ring. And that's the fucking thing about it. You're all in here trying to fucking protect your fucking pedophile operation. You know? That's true, Victoria. I'm here because of God. That's the only reason why I'm still breathing and still upright. In so many ways, you have no idea. It was God. God has me here. And God knows that I'm never going to stop. Never going to stop, because when I take my last breath and I end up meeting our Maker, I don't want to have to explain why. You know? I don't want anything from you, Sarah Ann. I don't want a fucking thing from you. I don't want a fucking thing from you. Not a thing. Mostly you're just fun to harass. That's because you have your fucking head. For being an engineer and an artist, you act like you're fucking 12 years old. Your head is so far up your ass. I wouldn't want to be anything that be in anything you engineered. You know? With that said, I'm going to get off here because I'm not going to keep arguing with these fucking dumbasses. It's 5:45. I'm in Iowa, so it's Central Standard Time. And I have better things to do with my time than let these idiots go through and try and actually make it all about child trafficking. And if your ears are burning because I swear, I'm so sorry. Clutch your pearls. Go breathe into a paper bag if you need to. But in the end, go fuck yourselves. You know? Yeah. But the engineer and artist has nothing better to do than to hang out in here and actually harass someone. Oh, you know? Fucking dumbass. I'm done. I'll see you guys tomorrow.